let's
Yeah.
jump right into it. So, once again, appreciate you making the time. So, now that we're here, let's start with some introduction. So, with the obvious one, how did you end up in warehousing in the first place? And just a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I have over 15 years of taking care of warehousing operation and distribution and logistics, along with the supply chain master degree. Okay. Uh, with many sectors like retail, distribution, hard logistics, fast moving consumer goods, and manufacturing as well. Okay. With footprint around 100, more than 160,000 square meter as a managing warehousing space. Many times WMS implementation, many times ERPs implementation. So that's it.
Perfect. That's awesome. That's really great. So, and what does a group warehouse manager usually do at your positions? If you can kind of tell me, like, what did you have to do? What was your duties? Just so we have a little bit more understanding for people who don't know what this role actually involves.
Okay, let's talk about first what is the objective from the warehouse.
Perfect.
Because many people think about that the warehouse is just a place to store the books, but it's not really right, because it is when we're talking about the balance sheet. Okay, where is the big cash? If you look forward, if you look for this, it will be inside the warehouse, not in the bank. The real cash in the warehouse. So it is very valuable, important department to care about it. So we're talking about we take care the money of the organization. So that's my rule. It's big responsibility, and that's it.
That's it.
Okay. Another thing, when we talk about the warehouse, it is a growth driver. Okay, for what? For the business. It is competitive weapon. Okay, to maximize the value of the companies.
Right.
Okay, so if we balancing between demand and supply, okay, you will get very efficient warehouse. That's my core business. Exactly.
Perfect.
How to balance this kind of product, especially when it comes by millions of units, millions of SKUs. It's huge numbers. So uh, if I will share with you two golden advices coming from my current CEO, Engineer Tariq Abu Bakr. Okay, he's founder for Fridal. First one, yeah, he's talking about that if you need to control the company, you have to control the warehouse, because 80% of controlling the company to control just the warehouse. Why? The warehouse, how to deal with any department. He dealing with operating with purchasing team, with production team, with sales, with customer service, with finance. So if you control all of this, control all transaction, you control 80% from the company. So that's my rule. It's very first question about the warehouse objective.
That was very good. I couldn't agree more. In the only question that I had, in specific, you said in Fidal right now, that the leadership is on the same point with you on that, and that you can control 80% just by properly managing your warehouse.
All the same point, because we have a commitment from up. Okay, the top management in the same level of commitment. So all together, not only warehouse.
No, for sure. No, I was just wondering if those kind of values
Yeah.
have you seen them across other companies as well, like at other warehouses, at other experience that you had,
Mm.
specifically warehousing and managing the warehouse? Do the leadership always think like that? Because I've noticed that not everyone thinks of the warehouse as the main money maker, essentially.
Yeah. Actually, I have been working in multinational companies before,
Yeah,
so it is not uh, it's not like easy point. It is the money of the any company, so you have to take care of it.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
all the same, all the same. We
All the same.
cannot do another thing.
Perfect. Okay, so that makes sense to me. Sure. And what else did I want to mention on this point? Basically that's that. That's actually good. Let's go into the layout and that section.
Mm.
Um, so if you could walk me through how you think about layouts, like where receiving sits, where dispatch is, how material moves, what's your best approach based on your experience?
Okay, how to optimize the layout?
Yeah.
Okay, to utilizing the warehouse, it should be material flow analysis driven by data. Okay, okay,
Nice.
to
Mhm.
minimize travel time inside the warehouse, because there is something called motion time in the warehouse. Every second in the warehouse is a money.
Exactly.
Okay, so it should be zero cross traffic.
Hmm.
Okay, layout must defined as a zone of receiving, zone of staging of receiving, zone of picking, zone of put away, zone of dispatch. So it's segregated. It should be segregated like this. Okay. Uh, and if you design the warehouse based on data, not based on your mind, you have to look at to ABC classification. You
Hmm.
know means what? So the flow of the operation can make lean operation, or another side it's very complex if the workflow is not good.
Right.
Okay, that's about this point.
Got it. Okay, perfect.
Mm.
Interesting points. And what about the racking? So just like you wanted to expand on that a little bit, it's like its own discipline. How do you actually decide what's right for a given operation?
Okay, why you put the rack inside the warehouse?
Why? To
Yeah.
optimize, in my personal opinion. But I don't deal with racking as much as based on your experience.
Yeah,
So
exactly, you are right. Okay,
I got
uh, if we have a one room and put everything inside the room, how to
uh,
find anything? You cannot. Okay,
exactly.
so if you segregate it well and make aisles, okay, you can find it easily. Okay, about
Mhm.
racks, there is a different rack solutions. There
Yeah.
is selective racks, there is the drive in or deep drive racks. Okay, there is double deep, a lot of things like this. There is automation racks. So every one need some specific thing to know what exactly you build. Selective racks, it's easy to select. It's direct accessibility.
Hmm.
Okay, versus double deep. Double deep or drive in racks
Oh
is
yeah.
access versus density. Okay, so it is high density, but it's not accessible.
Right.
So when you design, you have to take care about your flow, your workflow, how exactly you can put anything and you can pick it easily.
Hmm. Have
Okay,
always
that's
access
about,
to everything.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And when we talk about the
Yeah.
warehouse function for all the world, all warehouse in the world, it is five 5 functions, starting from receiving, okay, and put away, and inventory control, and picking and dispatch. Okay, you have to flow this directly, one way flow. Don't cross the operation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any question?
Yeah. And on that, I wanted to ask, what's the one that you would say from those functions, the one that when it breaks, that it just breaks the whole downstream? Would you say the biggest one?
I think a receiving one.
I agree with you.
Yeah, because it's the starting point. If it's strong, everything is strong.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Couldn't agree more. Okay, and on the similar topic, where would you say the most time and accuracy actually gets lost in the whole operation that we just talked about?
Actually, I think in picking operation.
Yeah.
So because you're receiving as a bulk, but picking, maybe carton picking, maybe pallet picking, maybe piece picking. So it's done on the company which work on.
Okay.
So with cycle counting and stock take, you can accurate your very well.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. On the picking and the stock taking, takes a lot of time. I feel in it. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Okay. Now on some of the pain points that you've seen, where like some patterns that you've seen across multiple warehouses, but they don't get fixed. What would you say that the biggest one? Like for example, like an operation or just some issue that nobody, like, they see it but they can't really resolve it. Could be anything. I don't know.
Can you give me example for can answer to you?
Sure, yeah. Like for example, I've worked at a warehouse. I've been digitizing, automating warehouses the past 10 years as well. And one thing I've seen is that, for example, the paper-based kind of situations, that's like the manual input. Let's put it like that, not the paper, because I've seen them use like very comprehensive systems, like for example, like Oracle, Microsoft Dynamics for WMS specifically. So they have the ways to deal with things, but they still make mistakes simply due to like resistance of the product, like of the system, of the solution, and a couple of other things is just like an example, obviously, but for example,
I got your point very well. Okay.
Sorry?
I got your point. Very well. Okay.
I was thinking of like other ones,
Automation is not about replacing paper to handheld or iPads. Okay. It's about you shifting or replacing thinking of the humans first before automate anything. Okay. Shifting from reactive to predictive. Okay. So first thing, you have to put SOP, standard operation procedures, before you go to this. Okay.
Tell me more about that. Yeah.
That's related to the company procedure, because each company have special procedures. So which one will be achieve the objective? You have to put the procedure related to your company. You're related to your goals. Okay. The golden rule of automation: fix the physical first. Okay. There is second golden advice. Okay. It's French proverb. What he say, also from Engineer Stark. Place pour chaque chose et chaque chose as a place. Again. Place pour chaque chose et chaque chose as a place. That's mean.
What does that mean?
If we translate it in English, there is a place for everything and everything in its place.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
Again, there's a place for everything and everything in its place. So we were working in this rule and taking care of this exactly. what you imagine the ground floor looks like. Absolutely wonderful. Okay? So if you put this rule inside the mindset, everything it will be easy after that. You can automate directly.
I see.
Okay? Uh,
Very well said. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
That was it on that? Because I thought you had some other train of thought.
Yeah. Let's take some example.
Sure.
Uh, if we put some new system on the people, it should train the people very well. Okay? Every function. It is not pay for WMS or pay for to put automation on the warehouse, and we say that I have full automation warehouse without train the people. Okay, you cannot get any result, because you know the three sides of triangle. For to achieve any goal, you have to look at the place, you have to look at the people, you have to look at the tool. Okay, the WMS is the tool, and the warehouse is the place, and the other side is the people. So we have to look at the people very, very well. Yeah.
I see. Very well said. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I've heard that a couple of times actually, because there's a lot of times that it's either a communication barrier or just lack of proper training, where the good system, which was actually very well thought of for that SOP, like just like how you mentioned, but they didn't really invest enough time to teach that system to the actual workers, on the who are doing things on the floor,
Yeah.
and then they just completely go back to their old ways because they didn't see the value on the actual floor level, on the actual operator. They didn't see any value in it. So that's interesting that you mentioned that.
Actually,
Okay.
it has to be in the ground. The training, it
Yes,
has to be in the ground by handheld. You put every step by handheld, how to receive, how to pick, how to put away. It should be
exactly.
step by step, because you are finally working with operators.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've also noticed that when we're implementing a new system, that it's
Mm.
actually very valuable to have the actual operator in the whole discussion with the management, with the leadership as well, because they are the ones who know how to actually make that system better for them because they're going to be using it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's also something to mention there. So that's good. Okay, let's keep on moving. What else do I have here? The moment that these things had to change. So did you have any kind of moments where these rollouts where someone said we can't keep doing this manually, and and what broke, like within, so just like what we talked about, did you have any specific like experience where some kind of automation was being rolled out and then they just couldn't handle it properly? Maybe like specific highlights, let's just put it like that,
Okay. Let's
if
talk
you have.
about example from real world, real
Yeah, yeah,
operation.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, if we automate the warehouse, it is, you have a big data. Okay.
Yep.
And we talk about two kind of sectors. If we talk about
Mhm.
manufacturing, uh, the the traceability is a must. It is quality requirement. It's legal requirement. Okay, so WMS, it puts you in the right track to tracing every step, starting from vendor, when you're receiving raw material from vendor, and
Mhm.
put it in the warehouse, okay, with batch, because we're receiving when in a specific batch, and
Mhm.
the production require this material with batch, okay. Then
Yep.
I received from production again in the final product warehouse with this batch, and sell it to the client with the same batch. So from end to end, we tracking any item.
Right.
This for manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
Another example, when I work in retail sector, okay, there is a lot of stores and millions of items sold every day. So how they can order the item from the distribution center? We integrating the WMS with POS. Okay,
Yeah.
so we creating a system. It's called sell one get one.
Yeah.
So when the item sold from the store itself, the system automatically replenishment order in the warehouse. So there is cut off time. Then the warehouse keepers start directly to pick the order without come back to anyone. It's automation.
Yeah.
Okay. Any question I have?
Yeah. No,
Let's.
that was good. Yeah. If that's it, that's perfect. I was just wondering if you keep on going with it, because you have like a train of thought, and then I don't want to interrupt. So
Yeah.
that was
So
good.
excuse my language because
Oh,
maybe I'm not talking
really
well,
good.
but
No. Don't even think about that.
I'm
No.
focused
Really good.
on the core of business.
Yes, no, very
Yeah.
wonderful. It's good. I completely understand it. All the terminology, I'm totally up to
Yeah.
date, up to speed. So don't worry, I'm
I
good.
think the audience, if not working in the warehouse, but maybe understand the terminology.
Yes, no, absolutely, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I worked in a warehouse specifically. I worked as a picker and I worked as a warehouse manager. So I kind of understand those things.
Okay. Perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, perfect. Let's keep on going. Let's continue. Couple more
Okay.
questions that we have here.
Yeah.
Um, where are we at? Yeah, and we're pretty good on time too. All right. So, where was I? Just a little bit on traceability. So we kind of talked about the automation, but I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on traceability in a manual world? Like, is that even like a?
Cannot. You cannot.
Okay, there you go.
You cannot. Manually, you cannot.
Okay.
Because you talk about thousands of items,
Mm-hmm.
thousands of transaction every day, every
Yeah,
shift. Okay, when we talking about a huge scale of the warehousing, no, you cannot.
that's good.
Manually,
That's
you
enough
cannot.
for me.
Yeah,
I completely agree. I couldn't do it. Like as I said, I've seen it. It's just I feel like the leadership not always are that have such good communication with people on the floor that they think that things are working fine, and they just keep on doing things the old way because they don't see the value of the money, obviously value to invest in
yeah,
any kind of automation solutions. And they say just keep on doing manually. We're fine with doing like a extra cycle count, every couple of months, which they spend a lot
yeah.
of money on, right? On the head count of the people that need to do it.
Actually, we
Um,
have daily cycle count, by the way.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we have daily cycle count, and every month we have all stock take for all warehouses,
Oh my,
monthly basis.
that's a lot. That's a lot of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hours. That's a lot of hours spent on that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So then, since we talked about that, so what about traceability after WMS? WMS, like, what did that mean for the business when you actually see like the change going from manual to like WMS? If you've seen that, if you had that experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What did it
Okay,
look
let's get some example.
like? Sure.
If we got a complaint from the markets, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this complaint related to the raw material coming from vendor X from, let's say, China or America or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how to catch this? Because it's complained as a final product in the market. Okay,
Right.
so in each bottle we have a batch number in each bottle.
Yeah.
So when we look at the batch number in the bottle, when we put it this patch on the system, we got all the history related to that bottle.
Exactly.
It's coming, it's batched from finished product warehouse, when and where, to who.
Yep.
Okay? this first thing, which line for production and when, which time exactly, and this production line picked the raw material from which warehouse and when, and who is picked this, all of this transaction recorded in the system. So when we look at this, we can find easy that material coming from which vendor itself. So we can put all complaint to the vendor. We are lost because of you. Okay,
Exactly.
so we got all information. You got
Got it.
my point really now.
Yes, I do. I completely agree with you on that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly what I wanted to hear. Yeah, exactly. There's so many things, and plus, like, that's just one of the um, types of businesses that we talk about, type of warehouses. Where you need batch, like some other where you need batch information. Some other businesses you need serial numbers. You need like if it's just like pharmaceuticals, you gotta like
yeah,
check
yeah.
in, check out the timestamps when it left the freezer. Like it just keeps on going. And to me, doing that manually, I think is impossible. So you need like a good
You
system
cannot,
to
cannot.
like,
Even Excel, even a Google Sheet, even
yeah,
any, we cannot. It
no, no,
should be WMS, not
exactly.
not MM. All in SAP, there is module called MM. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you cannot catch this. Also, by the way,
Oh,
it should
nice.
be WM.
That's a good one as well.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot about SAPs, kind of like the way they have it, but I mean, at the end of the day, they focus on the ERP. They don't really care about the WMS side of things. So you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it works, but it doesn't work good from what I've been hearing. So
yeah. My point of view, like you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All right.
Yeah.
So what else did I want to ask here? The put to store gets thrown around a lot. So just like you kind of quickly mentioned,
Mm.
um, how would you explain it in the way like to someone who's never seen it work, like put to store specifically?
Okay. What's the meaning of put to store?
Please.
If we're talking about that's specifically for retailing and distribution warehouses, not
Exactly.
manufacturing, not FMCG.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I will go through the process from
Mm.
the starting as a receiving the shipment. Okay. When you receive the shipment, there is some rule called inventory planner.
Mm-hmm.
Taking care about the shipment to allocate some of this shipment, let's say 40% of this shipment, because we have a season, 40% of this shipment will go directly to the stores without put it in the stores. So the receiver person, he opened the handheld which we have and scan the shipment, scan the carton. In each carton, it should take 40% to put it in the stores, not one stores. Each store have a specific quantity. Let's say we have a carton contain 100 pieces from t-shirts. Okay, so 40%. If we have 10 store, it should be each store take 4 pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and the remaining 60 of the carton it is stored in the stock to make a replenishment after sales. So
Mm.
that is the concept of put to store.
Perfect. I think everybody understood it from that. Very well explained.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so just a couple of questions left. The other thing I wanted to ask you, just to finish the automations part of things, after a couple of rollouts, was there ever a time where you saw something that the WMS delivered that wasn't on the original business case? Like it was not expected, and you saw, wow, that actually got improved as well.
Sorry, the question again. I don't get your point.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no problem. So after a couple of rollouts, so when you've seen like people going from manual or just upgrading the automation system, could be WMS, could be ERP, doesn't matter. Was there a time where you seen, or maybe your peers have told you about, that the automation actually delivered something that was not on the original business case? So they didn't expect that this is going to get improved as well.
Yeah, it's happened with me when we make some business review.
Oh,
It's come from the warehouse. You cannot imagine that.
yeah.
Uh, uh, we tracking the product, okay, as a top 20 and the top selling product and top customers from the WMS, not from CSR. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because we have all details. So we make some data analysis, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and put it in business review, okay, so to see the growth of each item, each group, each customer during the year. So we put this each quarter, this meeting, then it come with fantastic results. You cannot imagine from
Right.
the data inside the warehouse
I
because we
see.
have more data.
Yeah, you have more data to work with, exactly, to plan
Yeah, yeah.
and sorry, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I thought you
Yeah,
said something else. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. I've found personally that exactly just brings so much more data to the table, where like big e-commerce, FMCG kind of businesses, they can see exactly how their product is performing on a like granular level almost, which is very
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because all transaction coming from the warehouse.
Exactly. They all come from there. Exactly. And
Yeah,
most people is just, that's why I was so amazed that you came today with the fact it's like 80% is in the warehouse. I'm like, yes, that's what I've been telling to people.
yeah,
But a lot of
yeah.
people don't think that way. Like procurement
Yes,
team, like CFOs, they don't think of that a lot of times, where it's like all the money is there. It's like right there. You just got to
yes,
optimize it.
yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, just have just some closing questions. If you could give advice to a peer who is stuck. So, for example, if they said, somebody came to you, said, "Okay, warehouse is a mess. Our flow is broken. Where do I even start?" What would you tell them?
The French proverb: "Un place pour chaque chose, and chaque chose as a place." Everything, there
Yes,
is a place
yes.
for everything, and everything in its place.
Very
If
well
we
said. I
take
like
this
that.
rule, if we take this rule, everything will be easy.
That's
For
awesome.
anything, for anything, for your home, for your house, for your mind, for
For your mind
everything.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
very nice. I like that.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And now, any kind of changes in the warehousing, would you say, like from your experience, and it's 2026 now, what would you say really is shifting in this industry right now? Not like, like the AI hype or anything like that. Like actually you see it's okay, this is changing like rapidly.
It must, by the way. AI
Yeah,
is coming. Yeah, it
yeah,
must. We have to transfer. You have to transform our mind to
yeah.
can take care by business because now you can, if you integrate with AI in
Mm-hmm.
WMS, you can ask him anything. You cannot. You don't need to analyze. You don't need to take a data in sheet Excel and make some charts and make some analysis. No, you just ask him, where is this quantity? Where is this item? Which
Mm-hmm.
warehouse? Which transaction? When he come and when he dispatch it? You can ask. Just ask. I think that's the future is coming near. It already exists, by the way. It's
Yeah,
not the future. It exists.
it's already here.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. That's really good. I agree with you on a lot of those. We have done that already, implemented. Like it's just with the AI, it's just much easier to, like, you don't have to go through a lot of data. You can just get them to pull that data for you. So it's nice.
yeah,
That's the my benefits that I've noticed, at least, that I
yeah.
spend less time looking through old things. So it's nice. Okay, and that's about it. The only, like, the closing question I have is, if you brought your back like 13, 15 years ago in your career, before all your knowledge and experience now, what did you think about automation back then? Because it was just coming in, not a lot of people had like some SAP, ECC going on. Most people were doing
Yeah.
things manually. And yeah, like how did you feel about it then? And how did it change, to now after you had some implementations and stuff like that in the warehousing?
Actually, for me, it's not exist because I'm
Okay.
starting WMS from 13 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the
Oh,
first
exactly.
WMS in Egypt. This time,
Uh-huh.
so I'm one of the team member who's take TOT, train the trainer.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So I one of the team who's trained the people.
Oh,
So
that's it.
yeah. So we cannot imagine that the too much fast growing in the technology.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays we're talking about AI. You ask anything and you get answered.
Yeah,
Anything
exactly.
you get answered.
Exactly. I see. So basically, even like 13 years ago, you were that guy to like, yes, we need to automate, we need to get everything set up.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really good.
Okay.
That's good to end on. I'm exactly the same. Always been that way. It's just I always thought that the human input, like you cannot have that in a warehouse. I don't know. It's just something that it just shouldn't exist, to be honest. Because we all get tired, we all make mistakes, So, but yeah, that's it. That was my last question. Just wanted to cover that. Is there anything else that you want to add, maybe to your peers? Somebody else that you anything at all that maybe I didn't ask about.
If anyone test the flexibility of the system or automation, if
Uh-huh.
anyone test it, okay, they just joined, but just has to test, has to
Mm.
feel about the comfort of the system, about the how it how it comes to productive,
Mm-hmm.
how it's more efficient. It should test, it should feel that feeling. That's it.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
that's really good. That's really
Okay.
good. Thank you, Osama. That was
Thanks,
great.
Sam.
I really
Thanks, Sam.
appreciate that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's my
So
pleasure, and
just
I'm very
for
happy with you.
nice. That's awesome.